Yo, what's going on YouTube? This your boy Kamen the Zero Spike back again once again. And today, people, today we're here for Kamen Gotchard episode 10. And in this episode, we got introduced to two brand new forms, and also we got some more foreshadowing of the secret device that they are creating. The Abyssal Sisters are creating, and this is the part 2 to our boy Kataki's like little love story. But also, we are getting rid of these two. I'm about to say Hitotsuki. These two amalgams. Man, I got Dawn Brothers on the mind, but getting rid of these two amalgam criminals that were plaguing us here. So in the beginning, we get rid of the tree amalgam dude. We get rid of him. I think they sent him back. We sent him back to jail after Minato erases his memories and everything. But we said the sister, she ends up she ends up going back with her brother, and he takes her back to this warehouse looking place, and he tells her like how much he was always kind of like a psychopath to a degree. Like he said he always had to pretend to be the good big brother and things like that, and he tries to hurt his sister, let's say that. And he does that. He ends up transforming into this weird looking Hitotsuki. That for a guy who's arson, he transforms into a electric type amalgam. And the name of this amalgam, the name of the Kimi that he uses is called Denji. And Denji is like an electricity basically an electricity type Kimi, and he kind of looks like a little battery, like a little electrical battery. And he starts like outright attacking his sister. That's when we see that Ichinose comes to save her. He saves her and things like that. And we also got the introduction to like a brand new form that he transformed into earlier in the episode was a combination of Gold Dash and the crab Kimi that they had earlier. And this form's bulky. Like, he's a thick boy. Like a lot of people are calling this form the thick boy, because he is very, very bulky in this song too. Because I didn't really kind of expect him to ever combine with Gold Dash. I mean, maybe it was kind of expected a little bit, because Gold Dash is a Kimi himself, and also combining with the crab Kimi that we got a couple episodes ago. But yeah, he ends up using that form to defeat the big tree amalgam. And then later on in the episode, we introduced to another Kimi, which was a rose Kimi. It was like a rose dragon looking Kimi, and fire rescue, I think. Yeah, like a fire rescue. It's a truck. It was like a truck that was like a fire rescue, had a water hose and stuff on it. Combined those two, and we got another new form. So yeah, like this series is very, very form heavy. Sometimes we'll get one episode, sometimes we'll get one form in the episode, and then next we'll get like two forms in another episode. It's wild. Gotchard is gonna have a million freaking forms by the end of this. Even next episode, he's getting another new form, which is even bigger. Like, seriously, that form kind of looks like I know I'm going off on the tangent, I'm sorry, but the new form he's getting for the next episode kind of looks like Zero One's mecha form, that the form he used where he was like a big mech. Yeah, that form kind of looks like that. I mean, well, color scheme wise, it kind of feels like that. I don't know, but yeah, we only got like a brief glimpse of it, but in the preview for next episode. But it was reminding me some 01 action. But yeah, so he ends up he does end up turning into this new form, and he ends up defeating the Denji amalgam, her brother. He ends up defeating her, and then just when he's about to grab it, just when he's about to capture the Kimi, the malice from his sister starts to like manifest, and she ends up taking Denji and ends up transforming, but she ends up transforming to Amalgam too. But I'm glad they didn't do this. I'm glad that they didn't do like a whole nother freaking amalgam, but she ends up transforming into the same amalgam that her brother was. She transforms into that same amalgam, and she tries to outright attack her brother, which is kind of rightfully so, because he did the same thing when he turned into amalgam too. So it was weird. But yeah, she transforms into this amalgam and tries to attack her brother, and then we see Ichinose protecting him, and she's like, get out of my way and all this kind of stuff. She's like completely messed up from this. Like, she's, especially when she was transforming into the amalgam, like the malice literally was seeping out of her tear ducts. Like, she was crying, her eyes were black, she was crying black. It was horrific. It felt like I would watch it. I was watching a freaking horror movie. But yeah, she did that, and she transformed into this amalgam, starts attacking her brother. Ichinose is protecting him, and we see that it's really getting to Kachiki, because Kachiki, he's there and whatever. And Ichinose basically tells him that, hey, you have to like talk to her, because he didn't want to attack her, which I don't know, like he didn't want to attack her off rip, and he was also protecting her brother and whatever. So like, you have to say something to her, talk to her, like this is your faithful encounter, remember? So we see that Kachiki, he goes up and tries to talk to her, and when he does talk to her, he pulls out the magazine that both their articles was in, the thing that they bonded over, pulls that out, talks to her for a little bit, and when he distracts her enough, we see that, hey yo, it's your boy from the future. And also, I forgot to mention that the rest of the students, including Kudo and Minato, ended up using their alchemy powers to gather a bunch of katana swords from different parts in the festival area, and they use these swords as lightning rods to redirect her electricity in order to give Ichinose an opening for him to use his attack. So yeah. All right, back to the regularly scheduled programming. That's when Ichinose uses his ultimate attack and ends up destroying her. Ends up like beating her, getting the amalgam out of her, and then capturing Denji after that. But it was actually a really cool way of how he did it. She was shooting all the electricity attacks at him, but he transforms into the big golden form that we got in the beginning of the episode. He transforms into that, and when he transforms into it, he's able to use the electricity that she's using. He's able to take it and redirect it into the ground, because we know that when electricity strikes the ground, the earth is an insulator. So it like just takes the electricity and just puts it on the ground and disperses that way. So that's basically what he was doing. He was doing it over and over and over again, but the more he did it, he still felt pain while he did it. So he's starting to lose his it's starting to hurt. Like, it's starting to hurt really bad, and he had to do that so he could get Kachiki over there to talk to her. She starts talking to him, and after that, that's when Ichinose finishes her off, and he beats her, turns her back into her regular self, and we see that the brother gets taken back to jail. She still looks pissed off at him when he leaves, and he tells her that, hey, I remember seeing those things too, and like the things that they saw at their family's grave, like the blue flames. He said, hey, I remember seeing those things too, and I guess it seems like, maybe it kind of like made her brother change. Maybe, I don't know. We're probably never gonna see these characters. Maybe we'll see these characters again. Well, the girl, because she's now got a little relationship with, well, not relationship, but she has like a little friendship with Kachiki now, so maybe we'll see her again. I don't know, but other than that, he ends up saying, well, her and Kachiki kind of, hit it off again. They're talking again, because Minato was like, yeah, man, look, I'll give y'all 30 minutes, all right? I'll give y'all 30 minutes, and then I'm erasing y'all freaking memories, okay? Ain't no more exceptions no more. I'm doing my freaking job, okay? Cool. So, they get the 30 minutes, and also we end up seeing that the UFO, Kachiki gets to see the UFOs. And when he sees the UFOs, turns out the UFOs, obviously is a Kimi, and it's a Kimi called UFO, and he sees it and he gets happy about it. And as soon as he gets happy and whatever, that's when Minato from a distance. You even see him do it. You even see him. He just, all you just see is this shock, this wave come up, and both their memories get erased, and they look at each other. They don't say anything, but they're holding hands, and then they let each other's hands go, and they just walk off like in this trance. And I'm just like, wow, that was no words, just bam, just like, hey, we out of here. Like, I don't know you. Like, get your hands off me. I don't know you. Like, that's how I felt. I was like, dang, man, that was kind of trash. That was kind of cold blooded. But yeah, so after that, we see Kudo talking with Ichinose. He's like, yeah, this how it's got to be, dog. Like, this the law, ain't no more exceptions, man. And he's like, man, you see that Ichinose is probably, he didn't object to it. Like, maybe that's some kind of growth. Maybe we're getting some kind of growth now. Even though, yeah, I mean, Ichinose is kind of been, to a degree, kind of been growing more and more as a character, but at the same time, he accepted it. He didn't give really that many objections to it, but he couldn't do anything about it. He tries to cheer up Katsuki because Katsuki is kind of like bummed out because he feels like he's forgetting something. And yeah, he walks off from them, and he ends up walking past her again. They end up encountering again. He walks past her, and she sees the magazine that he's holding that both their articles are in, and then they end up meeting each other all over again, and it was beautiful. I like that. I like how it just didn't leave it dry like that. How they, you know, just stopped talking to each other, and after that, like after their memories were erased, it was nice. It was wholesome. I like that. It was cool. And now, you know, everybody's happy and stuff like that. The next episode seems like I'm gonna get kind of serious because we're gonna actually we probably end up meeting it's an older man, but it seems like he's a higher up alchemist, and he tells Ichinose that he doesn't accept him as the Kamen Rider. So there's another person that don't accept him. But yeah, also in this episode here, Valivard, you know, Kudagane, he wasn't in this episode at all. You know, he wasn't in this episode at all. So, but we also saw that the Abyssal Sister that turned both those guys into amalgams, she ends up getting a piece of him, and she ended up capturing the UFO Kimi. So most likely that's when the Abyssal Sisters most likely are going to be able to finish the device that they're creating, you know, out of pure malice. It seems like they're gonna finish it in the next episode. Maybe finish it because it looks like you know, it looks at least holdable. Like, it looks at least intact, but it doesn't have any color or anything. So maybe that's it. Maybe it just doesn't have any color, or maybe it's not complete yet. But we don't know what it is yet. But we'll find out later on soon enough. But yeah, this episode was cool. Fitting into like the little part 2 stuff. Also, I'm glad Katsuki got something out of this, you know. But yeah, it was a nice episode. You guys let me know. I mean, it wasn't, we still got a little bit of furthering the real plot thing kind of going on, and this episode was actually kind of serious. Like, it was kind of serious. There wasn't that much like humor going on. Like, this episode felt kind of serious, especially the part where the sister turned into an amalgam. That was horrific. But yeah, maybe I'll make that to the thumbnail. Maybe I'll make that her eyes are like black and whatever. Maybe I'll make that to the thumbnail. If you watch this video in the future and you see this freaking thumbnail, hey, how you doing? But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. If you like this video, please watch another one, because that's how the algorithm works. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Remember, stay henshined.